has done this. He's prepared this. It's the same company that's prepared the Middle River Club's audit for a long, long time. And
Yes, that could be of concern, but we won't go there.
That being the case, so that's there's. Now I'm going on to sorry.
There's questions back here.
Budget's been approved.
Budget has
I
been approved.
understand, it was just...
Budget has been approved. Yes, Mr. Lynch.
Yes. As the treasurer, I'd like to make everybody aware that, let's see, we're talking about a roughly $11,000 increase in your budget for the coming year. As everybody is aware, that natural gas has gone from, let's see, this time a year ago, 68 cents to $1.50 a 100 cubic feet of gas, which represents probably a significant amount of the expenditures for the Middle River Club. And you're talking about 19% increase in the price of electricity for the Middle River Club. There is not a significant amount of other expenditures. And keep in mind that you're talking about everybody paid for a significant shortfall in last year's budget, which River Shores, in essence, fronted. So this is, from my estimation, a complete and honest budget with not a lot of frills to it.
Thank you very much, Richard. Thank you very much. I also want to mention too, I didn't mention that our insurance, which we won't know about until March, will be going up at least 25%. I think Terrace we have the same company that Terrace does, and theirs went up 27%. Is that what it was, or Doris? Who told us that? 27%. Your insurance. I'm sorry. Your insurance. Did she give you an idea of what the?
She said 27.
27. Thanks. Well, so everything has gone up all over the world. Okay, then I'll just like to say that there's no old business, but new business. I just would like to say this. With regard, in passing, and with regard to Wilma, there are a number of things that we're going to face with regard to the club after the first of the year. And I'd just like to tick them off for you. The air conditioner, which was, kind of exploded up there from the hurricane, was fixed. We were so lucky that Coastal came in and fixed it for us. I think it was about $1,600, and that's fixed. And it also caused a little leak just right where you can see there. That's going to be fixed and repainted. That's $1,600 we have to come up with at some point. The gutters, we fixed our own maintenance people fixed our gutters temporarily. We haven't been able to have anyone else come on the property yet. The people that fitted them, when I called them to ask them if they could come and help us out, they laughed. They said, next year sometime, like July, whatever. And we will have our fellows to take care of painting that. The solar, thank God, survived the storm. I was watching it from my window there praying it wasn't going to blow off. It's working beautifully. It's working perfectly. It's just, we're just thrilled. There was one little crack in one of the places, and the guy came and fixed it, and that was that story. And the roof has to be seen. There's a little leak we discovered in the northwest corner, which is like over there in the exercise room, and he's been told about it, and he should be here. He knows about it, so you can imagine these roofing people they're kind of busy, but I keep calling him every day, so he's going to get tired of hearing from me, so maybe he's going to come one of these days. And then there's a percentage of there'll be a percentage of the tree damage. We lost totally on the property. We lost 40 trees, and we're not going to put them all back at once. But some of the trees we lost from the club area, and we'll be putting back some trees there. The piano was killed, unfortunately, and it has to be replaced at some point. We've had feelers out for like a nice used but very good spinet or something like that. We want a small one because we have to replace it because there was a piano in here when the place was built, so we have to provide provide for that. And
What happens with the animals?
well, when this blew up, the water came in and wrecked it, just absolutely ruined it. And on the fence outside, and so when that blew up and blew away, the part of that knocked the fence over here, and we pulled the fence, and the first quote we got, the first quote they gave us was about, was it $7,000? It was $7,000, which would have been more than,
The fence?
to fix it, right,
Right.
right, and that was the lady who put it up. We have it upstairs, it was like, so then they thought about it again and came back, and they gave us one for $3,000. And that was when Bill got upset, and he went out and fixed the thing. He went out and put it back up. Anyways, a couple of the doors, of the gates on the fences will have to be replaced, but we have one tied over there with a bright red ribbon at the present time, but that will be, so there are some, about a couple of $1,000s worth of stuff here, a little more, maybe a little more, but we don't have to worry about that until after the first of the year. The insurance person has been through, he's ticked a lot of, he's made a list, he hasn't gotten back to us. You need to understand that the liability policy for Middle River Club is attached to the River Shores big policy. And it's because that's the way that it's been, is so that it keeps the cost of the insurance for this building and this property down. It would almost be prohibitively expensive for us if we didn't have it attached to Shores. And that's going to go up a little bit, but it's not going to go up like the Shores is going to go up. But the Shores policy, I guess what I want to say, is $219,000, and the deductible, which is 2%, which is normal for whatever is around, the Shores policy is $13 million, and the deductible is $219,000. And so that's like for a catastrophic, if the whole world came to an end over there. So we probably will not meet that deductible, the $219,000. So we will have to probably come up with an assessment at some point in the spring to finish paying these bills off and stuff, just so that you'll know in advance. Yeah.
Nancy, because you weren't clear about this, the wind policy, because you said liability policy,
Yeah.
is it,
As soon as
are they separate?
Yeah, they're separate.
Oh, they are separate.
Yeah, two
What
separate
is the
policies.
deductible on this?
The deductible on this is tied to the Shores.
So is it the 296? So it's a combination.
219 is
Two-
the deductible.
Together.
Together, 2% of the 12 million approximately.
Okay, so it's combined
Right, that's
219.
correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So the
how much would you
policy-
proportion back to the club? I guess that would be
Hopefully, we
the...
won't have to go there,
14%.
but we would have had to call accountants in, because the policy does have both together. And obviously, the majority of the percentage of the damage rests at the club. I mean, at Shores, where the
Shores,
club had
right.
some damage. But hopefully, we probably won't have to go there.
Okay.
So then, shortly after the first day, so we have everything all together, and we have the proper figures, and and I've heard from the roof person, and the roof is under warranty, so there shouldn't be a problem. It's just that other, maybe, if the bills are what we think they're gonna be, and I don't see how we can get by without having a small assessment to pay for the AC. That's the only thing that I can think of that, and then the fence we might be able to get the fence fixed for maybe under $1,000, I hope. Well, we'll see. I hope so. It's just a couple of gates, so I just want to apprise you of that.
Of the trees.
Well, there'll be a percentage of the trees, because it's not going to be that many. Ensures that's what it's on, and, there'll be, you can talk about the assessment, whatever that would be. Okay, and there's
Well, how
no,
many trees were
on the-
affected that just apply to the Middle River Club?
One.
And don't apply to any of the other communities?
6 or 7 trees.
So really, the club only has to replace 6 or 7 if we
Right.
want to.
It's not the number, it's the canopy loss.
Right, it's the canopy, see, too. That's why we get in trouble with the city.
What canopy?
The canopy that the trees make, the canopy that the trees provide. I know, just, whatever.
Wait, excuse me, are you saying that we have to replace trees that the city requires that?
Yes.
Oakland Park says yes.
Yes, yeah,
From the storm?
right. They even tell you what kind of tree you have to use.
Not cut down, but storm related?
Right.
Okay.
Well, they were cut down because they were deemed that, they were dying or dead, so.
Right, but it was storm related?
Storm related, absolutely.
Okay.
And then we have to replace them, and we were just getting to the point that, from the other, from last year, we lost some trees, and So, anyway. But, so that being the case, then that's the issue as far as the club is concerned with regard to, under new business for the, with regard to the storm. And I have no further business, and if anyone else has, like to make a motion to adjourn the meeting then?
Yeah. All right, I'll make a motion during the meeting.
Okay, thank you, Mr.
I'll second it.
Thank you, Craig. Okay, thank you very much.
Meeting adjourned.